So going back to the story about IAI and talking about Vincent Peters, again, that's family, that's my boy. Um, again, talking about someone that's coming from West Point, MIT, SpaceX. I mean, he's gonna have this uh, attitude towards things like I can do things on my own, and I just wish that I would have been there through the whole process. He saw me as, okay, you brought me in, you started it, you created it. Now I can take you from here. I wish I would have been there through the whole process and through the whole thing, instead of just him going his way and then, just kind of looking at me like if I was just a hype man. And of course, I could get hyper about things, but and talk about it on Twitter and do this, but there's a lot that I bring to it, and I am a person that is heavily involved in the crypto space, and I do have a lot of powerful connections. It's not everybody can connect with a Fabian Vogelsteller. To me, who is probably one of the biggest you know names that people should be following. I don't even know how people follow a person like a Bit Boy, but they won't follow Fabian Vogelsteller. It's that's the type of nonsense that I don't understand. But going back to the story, um, so what I do see for IAI is I still believe, that there's going to be great things happening there. Um, it's now I'm seeing more like Vincent really gets it. He really understands it's not that easy. The crypto world has these volatile movements. There's going to be crashes. The community will be with you they'll be with you when things are going good. But once things start going a little bad, they start blaming you for this. You got tricky people who do tricky things. Also, when you give people coins, right, and it goes past, and I'm going to get into some deep things here. When it goes past um, the certain timeline where they can sell, you can't get mad at those individuals when they do sell. It's part of the agreement, you know. But again, me and Vincent are again that's family. I'm just being, looking at things from from this perspective now, right? From this prism, seeing it from a whole different angle, how I believe it should have gone. I really think that, and I made a big mistake, and I'm just going to talk about this side of things. This is not a personal thing with this individual, and I'm not talking about Vincent. Vincent, again, is all star. I called him the takeover. The other individual that is really there, but that was my big mistake. I remember, and again, this is not a personal attack on him, but I do remember when I connected Safe Haven with Polygon, right? And when that happened, this certain individual had this arrogance to tell Polygon, "Hey, I don't like this, I don't like that." It's like, listen, man, you're getting you're getting brought up to the big table with the big people right now. You're at the big table. You don't start demanding things, come with a little bit more humble attitude. It was just like, and I saw it there with Safe Haven and Polygon, and he almost screwed the whole thing over a banner, over this, over that. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? I would look at my phone, at my Telegram, and I'm like, this guy is about to screw up this whole thing. And I even felt like calling Longino and telling him, like, listen, get this guy out of here, man. You know what I'm talking about? Safe Haven and Polygon, when that thing was going on. I mean, that was a big deal for Safe Haven, and this guy almost destroyed the whole thing over nonsense. And that same individual, he kind of just stagnates everything. It just comes to like almost a complete halt when you bring him in. Now, that's business wise. Let me tell you something personal about this man. He is legit though when it comes to, being correct about things, in the sense of, look, we can't do it this way, we can't do it that way. That's almost illegal. But I think you got to take some chances sometimes. Like his biggest blessing, I think, is more of a curse at the end of the day. If you understand what I'm trying to say, when it comes to business in crypto. And again, I'm not talking about Vincent. I'm talking about someone who is involved in the operations there. I'm not going to mention his name. If you know who he is, you know who he is, and you know that him and I have never seen things on a business level. I don't care what he thinks about me personally. Don't really care. But on a business level, I'm just keeping it 100. That guy should not be involved in crypto. Should not be in a crypto project. And I've been trying to tell, Vincent, and I've been trying to tell other people, once you get that guy out, things will flourish. That's just my opinion. That's my point of view. I might be wrong. That's just the way I look at it. All right. I'm just trying to share my opinion. Again, II is to me, has great potential to do great things. We'll see what happens. 7 minutes or less. Till next time, let's go.